Welcome to Ask the Lawyer International Edition with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates in New York. We hope you enjoy the show, which features immigration visitors visa, starting and doing business in New York, entertainment and business visas, religious visas, and much more. Whether you are outside the U.S. or have family in New York, the number to call, share, and keep is 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. Please schedule a consultation with us at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us. This is Ask the Lawyer International Edition. You have questions? We've got the answers.
Welcome to Ask the Lawyer, your go-to source for expert legal insights with your host, Brian Figueroa, Esquire. With over a quarter century of experience in general law, including a focus on immigration law, Attorney Figueroa brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table and is highly regarded as New York's #1 immigration attorney. In today's show, we discuss religious positions. How can your church benefit through immigration? Plus, don't miss our exclusive interview with co-host me, Ashley Dawkins, with our special guest. Stay tuned for an enlightening journey into the legal landscape right here on Ask the Lawyer. You have questions, we have the answers.
Good day, good day, good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. The United States of America, all 50 states. We have many immigrants coming across the border, obviously seeking asylum. Over 7,000 people from China. Over 100,000 from Latin America, and thousands from Africa. Most immigrants don't make that trip. In fact, most come here with a visitor's visa and other types of visa. That's the B1, B2, or the student visa, the F visas. And then, while in the U.S., they decide to stay here. Anytime you come to the U.S. and you overstay your time by 6 months, if you leave the U.S., you're subject to a 3-year bar. If you overstay your time by 1 year and you leave, you're subject to a 10-year bar. So although the U.S. is saying to you, obviously you shouldn't overstay your time in the U.S., once you come and you overstay, they actually don't want you to leave, because who would leave if they are subject to a 3 or 10-year bar and obviously would never be able to get a visa to re-enter the U.S. if they left the U.S. There are many reasons why people want to stay in the U.S. We have people obviously seeking political asylum. Some women obviously throughout the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America are staying here because they are avoiding domestic violence. Women's rights and other rights is well protected in the U.S. Most people obviously seek employment, and they believe that even working, as we say here, off the books, unknown to immigration or unknown to the various employment agencies and other monitoring agencies here, those people working off the books, as I said, there's a high demand for those workers also. Why? Because there's a huge labor shortage in the U.S. and because both the Democrats and Republicans cannot agree on comprehensive immigration reform. The laws vis-a-vis facilitating these businesses and other shortages, those laws have not changed. In fact, the last amnesty that they had in the United States of America was January 1st, 1982. And the last immigration law that was passed that was helpful to immigrants here, which was hopefully trying to solve the labor situation, was December 21st, 2000. So what should one do? Well, anyone who wants to immigrate to the United States, they should plan. You could either consult with an attorney, a law firm like ours, the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, before you come here to get the necessary advice that you need, or while in the U.S., you could call our office also. Many times, for whatever reasons, people trust their relatives, they trust, as we call them in the United States, notaries, people who didn't go to law school but practice immigration law illegally. And the advice that they get is obviously not always the best advice. As a member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association since 1998, that's 25 years membership to that organization, and practicing immigration law, whether it be deportation defenses, helping people get their political asylum, cancellation of removal for green card, non-green card holders, or petitions for business people, EB-5, E-2, other visas. Our law firm has the type of experience that obviously our clients deserve. So are you planning to come in to the U.S. and stay here? Do you want to work in the U.S.? Do you want to visit a relative in the U.S.? Do you have a business and you want to have a branch of your business in the United States of America? These are some of the issues that we could discuss. The number to call, the number to keep for the law firm of Figueroa & Associates is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Our website for the law firm of Figueroa & Associates is www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. Welcome to our show.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.
The United States is consistently ranked among the best internationally for its competitiveness. Are you planning to start a new business or branch of your business in New York? Attend our Chamber Coalition's 5-week webinar series, Small Business Sense Bootcamp. We provide education and business preparation for small business owners and startups. Learn the basics of business planning, how to finance your business, business credit, marketing, and social media strategies, small business solutions, legal, tax, accounting, banking, and insurance, and how to do business within New York City, New York State, and corporations. Register at startupsbootcamp.eventbrite.com.
Hi, my name is Brian Anthony Figueroa, and you are listening to Ask the Lawyer with my father, Brian Figueroa.
Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa & Associates. For a consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845 That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.
Hello, my name is Mary Campbell, legal assistant at the law firm of Figaro and Associates, and your presenter with Week's Immigration News. We begin with Republicans at border insist on security. Speaker Johnson raps Biden team for unmitigated disaster. House Speaker Mike Johnson led dozens of Republicans to the border in Texas on Wednesday, January 3rd, saying they got a first-hand look at the devastation of unprecedented illegal immigration and calling the situation an unmitigated disaster. Taking stock of the record-breaking numbers, the lawmakers said they won't accept any major spending deals on Capitol Hill that don't put border security first. As they announced the start of impeachment proceedings against Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, one committee chairman labeled him the greatest domestic threat to the national security and the safety of the American people. Justice Department sues Texas over law that will let police arrest migrants who enter U.S. illegally. The Justice Department on Wednesday sued Texas over a new law that would allow police to arrest migrants who enter the U.S. illegally, taking Republican Governor Greg Abbott to court again over his escalating response to border crossers arriving from Mexico. The lawsuit draws Texas into another clash over immigration at a time when New York and Chicago are pushing back on buses and planes carrying migrants sent by Abbott to Democrat-led cities nationwide. Texas is also fighting separate court battles to heat razor wire on the border and a floating barrier in the Rio Grande. But a law Abbott signed last month poses a broader and bigger challenge to the U.S. government's authority over immigration. In addition to allowing police anywhere in Texas to arrest migrants on charges of illegal entry, the law, known as Senate Bill 4, also gives judges the authority to order migrants to leave the country. Meanwhile, in New York, Mayor Adams sues Texas bus companies for transporting migrants to sanctuary cities. New York City Mayor Eric Adams and New York City Corporation Counsel Sylvia O. Haynes Radix on January 4 announced a lawsuit against 17 charter bus and transportation companies that seeks to recoup all costs New York City has incurred providing emergency shelter and services to migrants transported by the charter bus companies, totaling at least approximately $708 million in the last 20 months. Since the spring of 2022, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has admitted to facilitating the transport of more than 33,600 migrants to New York City without having the companies transporting those migrants pay for the cost of continued care in violation of New York's social services law. The suit seeks to recoup the hundreds of millions of dollars incurred to care for all these individuals, costs moving forward for any of those migrants still in New York City's care, and costs for all those who are transported to New York City from Texas in the future as part of Governor Abbott's plan. Advocates state more political football. Adams' buzzing executive order hurts asylum seekers and NYC. Last week, NYC Mayor Eric Adams issued an executive order that placed limits on how buses of asylum seekers being sent by Texas Governor Greg Abbott could arrive in New York City. Since issuing the order, buses have still arrived at Port Authority, to other parts of Manhattan, and increasingly in New Jersey. Adams is now calling on other local governments around New York City to issue their own similar executive orders. Murad Awade, Executive Director, New York Immigration Coalition, stated, Greg Abbott is engaged in a political game of one-upmanship with no regard for its human impact. Eric Adams can and must do better than try to beat Abbott at his own bigoted political and inhumane games. It's clear by now that the mayor's executive order has only created further chaos and confusion for newly arriving asylum seekers, as well as throwing them into potentially harmful situations. Instead of advocating for similar measures which will put people's health and well-being in danger, Mayor Adams should be coordinating with local community-based organizations who have already been welcoming new arrivals for over a year at all hours of day, night, and on weekends. The mayor's message should be the same today as it was more than a year ago. NYC will continue to welcome asylum seekers with open arms, as we have always done. In other news, USCIS announces inflation adjustment to premium processing fees. U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services on January 2 announced a final rule that will increase the filing fee for Form I-907, Request for Premium Processing, to adjust for inflation. The USCIS Stabilization Act established the current premium processing fees and the authority for the Department of Homeland Security to adjust the premium fees on a biennial basis. After leaving these fees unchanged for the 3 years following the passage of the Act, Department of Homeland Security, DHS now is increasing the premium processing fees USCIS charges for all eligible forms and categories to reflect the amount of inflation from June 2021 through June 2023, according to the Consumer Price Index for all urban consumers. DHS will use the revenue generated by the premium processing fee increase to provide premium processing services, make improvements to adjudications processes, respond to adjudication demands, including reducing benefit request processing backlogs, and otherwise fund USCIS adjudication and naturalization services. The fee change will go into effect on February 26, 2024. And finally, tent shelter guards snatched migrant kids' scooters on Christmas Eve. Security guards at the Cavernous Migrant Shelter for Families with Children at Floyd Bennett Field in Brooklyn confiscated toy scooters from children who were playing with their prized new possessions on Christmas Eve, according to videos and eyewitness accounts. Several mothers who spoke with this city described security guards taking mini scooters from 3 different children at around 9 p.m. on Christmas Eve, sparking anger and frustration among parents and fear among children. The city is withholding the women's names because they each said they feared retaliation from staff at the shelter. The children's gifts were later returned by the private contractors who a city spokesperson said acted professionally. Thank you.
Our weekly immigration news roundup is brought to you by the law firm of Figueroa and Associates. For a consultation on any immigration or legal matter, please call 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. For full stories and more immigration news, visit www.theimmigrantsjournal.com. That's www.theimmigrantsjournal.com.
You are listening to Ask the Lawyer International Edition. You have questions? We've got the answers. Schedule an appointment now at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us.
5 ways you can legally work in the United States in 2024. The American dream is alive and well. Thousands of individuals seek immigration to the United States to explore opportunities and create a better life for themselves and their families. Many options are available to work in the U.S., whether you come with valuable experience, extraordinary skills, or sufficient funds to invest or start a business. Individuals are always looking for ways to work in the United States, but working in the U.S. illegally can severely hurt your chances of staying in the U.S. in the future. It can be more complicated to restore legal status if you work illegally. Let us explore 5 ways you can legally work in the United States to ensure this doesn't happen to you. 1. Get a job offer. When immigrating to the U.S. to work, you will need to successfully obtain a job offer from a qualifying U.S. employer, who will then file a petition on your behalf, their employee. Some of the visa categories available for applications that you will need a job offer for include H-1B visa. An H-1B visa is the most popular U.S. work permit that allows foreigners to work specialty occupations for U.S. employers. This means that your employment in the United States cannot be for just any type of work. The work performed must involve a high level of skill, such as in a professional occupation. L1 visa. If you are being transferred to an existing U.S. business, the L1 visa is the best type of U.S. work visa for you. L1 visas are available to employees working for companies outside the United States, such as in Canada, that have branches, subsidiaries, affiliates, or joint venture partners in the United States. 2. Start a U.S. business. A few visa category options are available for those with sufficient funds to those wanting to start a U.S. business. E2 visa. E2 visas are designed for owners and investors in businesses in the United States. The E2 visa is a temporary U.S. work visa that may be granted for substantial investments in the U.S., for which one must meet several requirements to qualify. E1 visa. The E1 visa, also known as the Treaty Trade Visa, is a non-immigrant visa for citizens of countries with which the U.S. has a treaty of commerce. While not all countries are eligible, business owners and investors from those that may qualify if they meet several criteria. L1 visa. Earlier, we mentioned the L1 visa as an excellent option for those seeking to work in the U.S. if they are being transferred abroad to a U.S. employer. The L1 visa also allows individuals to expand their business to the U.S. 3. Holding extraordinary ability skills, O1 visa. The temporary O1 visa is intended for people who possess extraordinary skills in arts, sciences, business, education, or athletics, or who have a solid track record of extraordinary performance in the motion picture and television industry and have been identified and acknowledged domestically and internationally for their excellence. 4. Studying the U.S. OP or CPT OPT, optional practical training, and CPT, curricular practical training, are the two types of temporary employment opportunities available to non-immigrant student visa holders. In most cases, the U.S. government considers internships and employment for students on F1 visas practical training. 5. Religious workers. R1 visa. The R1 visa is a non-immigrant visa designed to help eligible religious workers work within the U.S. for a religious organization. The religious organization must be registered as a nonprofit in the U.S., linked to a U.S. religious denomination, or a religious group with a tax exemption. There are 10,000 available every year. Interested in working in the United States? If so, ask the lawyer. The international law firm of Figueroa and Associates has been practicing immigration law for a quarter of a century. Brian Figueroa, Esquire, is a member of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, AILA, and is widely regarded as NY's #1 immigration attorney. Ready for the next step? Schedule an appointment at www.askthelawyer.us or call 855-768-8845. Immigration law is dynamic and complex. The lawyer you hire does make a difference.
The United States is consistently ranked among the best internationally for its competitiveness. Are you planning to start a new business or branch of your business in New York? Attend our Chamber Coalition's 5-week webinar series, Small Business Sense Bootcamp. We provide education and business preparation for small business owners and startups. Learn the basics of business planning, how to finance your business, business credit, marketing, and social media strategies, small business solutions, legal, tax, accounting, banking, and insurance, and how to do business within New York City, New York State, and corporations. Register at startupsbootcamp.eventbrite.com.
Are you interested in investing in real property, a home, or investment property in New York or other states? Then Equity Smart Realty Inc. can work with you. From potential returns to portfolio diversification, buying international property comes with its perks, but it's also a complex process, and there are tax matters to consider. Equity Smart Realty Inc. can help you purchase real estate in New York. We have the knowledge you need to simplify the process. Ready to discuss your options? Schedule a consultation on this matter or start a business. or a branch of your business at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us, or call 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845.
Are you looking for a side hustle as an independent contractor? Are you looking to make extra cash and business opportunities? We have opportunities for graduates from our online Chambers Paralegal program to work with lawyers and other legal professionals in New York State or persons with similar qualifications. We also have opportunities for other chamber businesses in graphic arts and design, creating and updating websites in WordPress, the most popular platform, and other platforms, social media experts in the various platforms, and database experts. There is also a high demand for voiceovers, audio, and video podcast editing in the marketing field, journalists, and other professionals in the services industry who can work in the virtual world for U.S. businesses. Send your resume and a cover letter explaining why you or your business is the right fit for these partnerships to info@myiqinc.com. That's info@myiqinc.com.
Good day, good day, good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Oh, the boogeyman is here. Wall Street is adjusting their pension plans, the 401k plans, in a way, by law, that you could have annuities. What does that mean? Let's say you get a return on your investment of 6% on your annuity. Instead of you taking out this big lump sum on your 401k plan, like, traditionally most Americans do, why not get guaranteed income in annuity? Obviously, you're being more conservative, so your return on investment is going to be lower. Is that good? Well, with the war in Ukraine, with all those billionaires committing crimes, going to prison, millionaires, multimillionaires committing crimes, going to prison. And when I say going to prison, I'm talking about very few. The little few examples that we get when filthy rich people don't pay for their crimes against us, the people, the ones working hard. And some people think, small businesses is like a big business, and obviously that's not. Small businesses is like a glorified worker making a little more money and sacrificing in terms of their time to make a higher income. But America has evolved with corporate franchises and billionaires, multi-billionaires, multi-millionaires. They go to China, they go to India, they go to anywhere that they could get cheap labor, and they don't want to pay American workers a fair wage. That's why in the Trans-Pacific Plan that President Barack Obama was pushing, economic plan more for the Pacific countries on the Pacific side, not the Atlantic side of the ocean, Pacific Ocean, there were clauses in the agreements that, basically workers have to be protected. And when you have a treaty, America, with other countries, especially on trade, you want to know that that treaty country, they make higher wages also. So obviously what these billionaires do, billionaires created by, China, Elon Musk. He wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for China. Apple wouldn't be where it is if it wasn't for China. And you could go on and on and on. So basically countries like France and other countries want to, increase the age for retirement because we work like dogs, but we still need to work like bigger dogs because we have to pay for everything. So, no wonder these billionaires want to build a spaceship that could go to Mars or the moon and build a colony there, so that if the Earth is destroyed by their pollution, i.e. climate changes, they hope they could stay there a decade or two and come back to Earth and enslave us again. Or maybe they would have had a proxy here on Earth when they're on the moon, making sure that we work very hard. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. And as immigrants come here to the U.S. from the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, you have to understand, that having a business is a good idea. Our small business solutions designed with our chambers, the New American, the African American, and the Hispanic American is designed to empower entrepreneurs from other countries and those in the United States of America. We need to work together. The Germans have had their chamber in this country for a very long time, hundreds of years, 100 years. The French, the Swedes, whatever, but the South African American chamber, no. How about the Ghana chamber? No. How about the Caribbean chambers? No. We are now like little infants blossoming. And what our Caribbean countries need to do, whether it be Jamaica, TNT, Barbados, you need to work with these chambers in New York City, in America, that call themselves by these Caribbean names, because business-to-business matchmaking with businesses in the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, with your own sister or child chambers in the U.S. is a great idea. And with the advent of, one of the issues with COVID was virtual workers. Imagine virtual workers in the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America working with those businesses in America founded by Caribbean, Hispanic, African nationals. Hey, we have the resources. Africa is full of raw materials, gold, silver, diamond, all the various minerals. It is time that when we get together, it's good to have a nice little reggae party, a little soca party, a little whatever, a little rap and R&B, whatever. But the entertainment industry, while it has served us well, but not served us well enough, we need to articulate the other skills that we have intellectually and industrially. All the carpenters, plumbers, and what have you, skilled workers in the Caribbean, they're still there and they could make a lot of money in America. Or when you're here, what about putting your resources together? We met with a representative of the Department of Transportation recently. They said to us, look, we need Caribbean businesses, construction businesses to work with us. We have contracts. There are RFPs, requests for proposal, waiting for your proposal to do business with the Department of Transportation. There are other various businesses in New York City that obviously could work with New York City, which has a $100 billion business. Yeah, $100 billion in contracts every year. So please, my brothers and sisters, if you own a business or you want to start a business, talk to me. Give us a call about our small business solutions. We will put you on the path also for getting contracts with the city, state, or feds. It requires what we call minority certification, but that's just a process that doesn't take too long, doesn't cost much, but could put your business in a good position. We also work with people who could give you project management for your projects, because most times that's where we have issues or bonding issues. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. So you business people in the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, why not have a presence here? Partner with sister businesses here so that you will do like what German businesses do when they come to America. They work with the Germans. The Swedes, they come here, they work with the Swedes. The English, the Britain, they work with the Brits. And the down under, Australia, they do the same. And that's what we have to do with our African, Hispanic brothers, Caribbean brothers throughout the diaspora. So you want to make money in America? You don't even have to wait for your green card. Yes, you could start a business in America without a green card, and it is legal. Again, the number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Visit our website. Set up an appointment, a consult at www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. And something exciting is happening. We're gonna be having our games tournament. You black gamers out there, we're coming for you. Because not only should you be playing the game, but you should be making money from your skills. Whether it's Fortnite, Call of Duty. I normally just play the racing games, I'm not as good as my sons. Hey, so black gamers out there, we're going to be working with you soon. Again, my name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions? We got answers. Give us a call.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.
The United States is consistently ranked among the best internationally for its competitiveness. Are you planning to start a new business or branch of your business in New York? Attend our Chamber Coalition's 5-week webinar series, Small Business Sense Bootcamp. We provide education and business preparation for small business owners and startups. Learn the basics of business planning, how to finance your business, business credit, marketing, and social media strategies, small business solutions, legal, tax, accounting, banking, and insurance, and how to do business within New York City, New York State, and corporations. Register at startupsbootcamp.eventbrite.com.
Are you interested in investing in real property, a home, or investment property in New York or other states? Then Equity Smart Realty Inc. can work with you. From potential returns to portfolio diversification, buying international property comes with its perks, but it's also a complex process, and there are tax matters to consider. Equity Smart Realty Inc. can help you purchase real estate in New York. We have the knowledge you need to simplify the process. Ready to discuss your options? Schedule a consultation on this matter, or start a business, or a branch of your business at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us, or call 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845.
Welcome back. This is Ask the Lawyer International Edition. You have questions, we've got the answers. Schedule an appointment now at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us.
Good day, good day, good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Matrimonial issues, divorces, uncontested, contested divorces. We live in a society where marriage is not what it used to be. You know, and you ever look in the mirror and you say, why this lady fall in love with me, boy? Or, you know, why did this guy fall in love with me? Well, chances are if you live in New York City or one of the major cities, the fact that you're a U.S. citizen, that person may fall in love with you. Well, not in you, but, you know, they need a green card. I've seen men fall in love, women fall in love, only to realize that the person get married to them to get a green card. And when this happens, obviously it's heartbreaking. You feel humiliated. What can you do? And to make matters worse, it's so stupid you didn't do a prenup or postnup agreement. So whether she or he love you, if you have assets to protect, it is a good idea to get a prenup agreement. And if you're already married, run to the office and get a postnup agreement. Yes, that money that you're working for, that you save, that you invest in your home. You have a nice little home back in Jamaica, back in Trinidad, back in Grenada, St. Lucia, St. Vincent the Grenadines, that you want to retire to. Would you like somebody to come and just take half of what you have because you're so stupid you didn't do no wills, trust, estate, and succession planning? People have come to the office and they just get married and they want to go on a man deed. And I'm thinking, is this guy on crack? He wants to put this woman on his deed, making her what? Joint tenants by the entirety, where if he dies, she gets it. And if she dies, he keeps it. But if you got a divorce, you didn't have to give her anything or him anything because it's separate property. But by putting that person's name on the deed, you made a gift of equity to them. So you are violating different laws when you don't consult with an attorney. The laws regarding equitable distribution and the laws regarding wills, trust, and estate planning. Now, you might be sitting at home and saying, boy, this Mr. Figueroa, he has knowledge, he has experience. I need to get to his office quickly. And I'm saying to you, ma'am, sir, you're right. Don't procrastinate because you're going to lose your assets. Give us a call. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. So if you're suspicious, he or she disappear and you know where they're gone, they might have still, they may still have somebody they love back home and they want to bring that person here after they finish with you. These are the issues as immigrants, unique issues that we face. I mean, please, you understand what I'm saying? The reason why it took so long to get a spouse may be because you're not a nice person, I don't know. You're not the best looker, I don't know. But regardless, you should be protecting your life's work. Again, my name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. Get your prenup, your postnup, do some wills, trust, estate planning, matrimonial, understand matrimonial law even before you get married. So I know everybody might go counseling with the pastor, but how about the lawyer? Understand your rights. Again, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Peace.
Divorce, separation, support, custody. The common factor? They keep you up at night. Sleep well knowing that you have the law firm of Figueroa & Associates on your side through this difficult time. Don't divorce your money. Don't divorce your children. Divorce your spouse. Whether it's a contested or uncontested divorce, the law firm of Figueroa & Associates will guide you through every step of the process. From child custody to property and debt concerns, the law firm of Figueroa & Associates has the experience and expertise in handling cases involving significant assets and complicated issues. A divorce can be one of the most unpleasant experiences a person ever has to go through. Don't do it alone. Stop the sleepless nights and call the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845, or visit 311divorce.com. That's 311divorce.com. At the law firm of Figueroa & Associates, a divorce is not the end, it's a new beginning.
Estate planning is a necessity, not a luxury. Let the law firm of Figueroa & Associates help you protect your legacy, assets, and loved ones. Get estate planning consultation on wills, living trust and probate, power of attorney, health proxy, deed transfers, providing for special needs, disabled children and grandchildren, minimizing federal and state taxes. Call us right now at 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. Or schedule an appointment at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us.
Welcome to America, How to Get a Green Card, in Ask the Lawyer International Edition with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates in New York. Are you planning to migrate to the U.S.? Do you have family in the U.S.? Learn about the consequences of entering the U.S. with or without inspection, unlawful presence, family, faith-based, and fiancé petitions, the impact of fraudulent visas when applying for a green card, and more. Please schedule a consultation with us at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us. This is Ask the Lawyer, International Edition. You have questions, we've got the answers.
You are listening to Ask the Lawyer, International Edition. You have questions, we've got the answers. Schedule an appointment now at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us.
Good day, good day, good day. My name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. You got questions, we got answers. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. Woo! Deportation, inoculation. What does that mean? Well, if you're a responsible mother or a father, what you will do is, when one parent becomes a U.S. citizen before their child's 18th birthday, those children derive citizenship from you. We have had many parents who come crying in the office, Mr. Figueroa, please, I don't want my daughter to be deported. I don't want my son to be deported. Can you help? What is their defenses for deportation? They may have committed a crime of passion or a crime of economics. Most times that's what it is. But obviously, you cannot deport a citizen. Is a parent negligent or a bad parent, whatever you want to call them, if they have the ability to become a U.S. citizen and they do not do so? And worse, if they have children under 18 that could benefit from being derivative citizens if this parent become a U.S. citizen before their children's 18th birthday. And grandma and grandfather, please talk to your children. Sometimes adults remain children and they're not thinking, and you may have the grandchildren. And you don't want to lose them grandchildren because you love the grandchild more than you love your own child. Why? Because maybe you're a better parent now. It happens. That is life. And what we have to do from life, my people, is learn. So many people have been deported, sent back to the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America. They go back Jamaica. They go back Trinidad. They go back Grenada. They go back St. Lucia. What life is there for them? And yeah, the reason why they are called children is because they are children. And we as parents, adults, whatever, we have to know better. When I became a naturalized citizen, I made sure I did so before my children's 18th birthday. Why? Because children make mistakes in life. Whether they are a child of a lawyer, the child of a doctor, the child of a nurse, the child of a carpenter, children make mistakes. We know this, and we have to protect them. This is the love that we have for them. No matter what they do, we love them. However, the U.S. government doesn't love the children, our children, as much as we do. In fact, they didn't even want us here, far less our children. And if you think that the U.S. government is a good government, then what do you think about KKK, Russia, and Trump? He thinks that we come out from shithole countries and that we shouldn't even be here. And he wants us to be assimilated, meaning take his culture rather than we keep ours. Well, KKK, Russia, and Trump, you keep your culture, the culture of a devil, the culture of a racist. I like our cultures from the Caribbean, Africa, Latin America, where we love our children, and we will protect them by any means necessary. Malcolm X. So I say to you, get your deportation inoculation. Make sure you become a U.S. citizen before your child's 18th birthday. Give us a call, schedule a consultation, come to the office. The number to call, the number to keep, the number to share. And when we say share, you must we like to gossip too. So tell people, look, that guy, Figueroa and Associates, ask the lawyer, that's a good man. Go by him and do your legal work, your immigration work, matrimonial, wills, trust, and estate planning, personal injury, auto accidents. Yeah, full service law firm. You do it for the white man, why not do it for your own? Again, my name is Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This is Ask the Lawyer. The number to keep, the number to share is 855-768-8845. Again, 855-768-8845. If you're in another country listening to this program, please call your family here in New York or anywhere in the United States. Immigration law is federal law, so Mr. Figueroa, myself, can represent anyone you have in the U.S. in any state. Peace.
Get on the path to success. Join the fastest growing industry. Become a paralegal. The rise in popularity of online education programs means that it is easier than ever to find the right one for you. Deciding on the best paralegal online program requires research and time. By weeding out the level mills and substandard institutions, you can earn a quality certificate at an affordable price. When researching online paralegal programs, you will want to consider several factors. Cost and institution reputation are the most important. With this in mind, one program rises above the rest: the Chamber Coalition. which comprises the New American Chamber of Commerce, NACC, the African American International Chamber of Commerce, AAICC, and the Hispanic American International Chamber of Commerce, HAICC, offers the best online paralegal studies program. The competitive tuition rate, coupled with the impeccable reputation of the coalition, makes this an obvious choice for anyone serious about their education. This is a program of the highest standard. Additional certificates include LexisNexis and Clio. We also use Cali, which is what is used in law schools. What are the requirements? To be admitted to the Chamber's Paralegal Certificate Program, you must be at least 18 years old, read and write English at a proficiency level, have strong computer skills, and have a high school diploma. If these qualifications fit you, you can continue the admission process. Applications are accepted online anytime during the year. A mandatory orientation describes your upcoming classes, guidelines, and expectations. The tuition for this respected program is very competitive with other online paralegal degrees. It costs less than $1,000 for the entire program. The average student can finish the program in anywhere from 6 to 12 months. Books are extra and will run around a few $100s for everything. If you want the best paralegal online program at the best price, the Chamber Coalition Paralegal Certificate Program is the answer. The program is excellent for aspiring and current paralegals, individuals who plan to attend law school, community advocates, persons who want to understand the law and their rights, and prospective political candidates. Is being a paralegal worth it? Yes. The Bureau of Labor Statistics projects a 10% job growth between now and 2029. The median salary nationwide in 2019 was $51,740, and the average mean wage was $61,810. It truly is a prestigious and significant profession. Simply put, paralegals help people. They help their employers be more efficient in their jobs, increase a firm's revenue and productivity, and help the clients. A career as a paralegal can be rewarding professionally and personally, and offers a unique opportunity to help others. Options vary depending on the paralegal's practice area. New York is the state with the second largest employment of paralegals and legal assistants in the country, given New York City's occasional designation as the capital of the world and close proximity to Washington, D.C., the hub of federal government and law. As one of the biggest global hubs of finance, media, and culture, jobs in the legal realm are bound to follow. Most states do not have any certification or licensure requirements to be a paralegal, and New York is no exception. By graduating from this program, you can market yourself as a virtual paralegal for attorneys and law firms in New York State. There is a one-time fee of $550. Are you excited to learn more? Register for an orientation at www.freeparalegal.org. That's www.freeparalegal.org.
Thank you for listening to Ask the Lawyer International Edition with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa & Associates in New York. We hope you enjoyed the show, which featured immigration visitors visa, starting and doing business in New York, entertainment and business visas, religious visas, and much more. Whether you are outside the U.S. or have family in New York, the number to call, share, and keep is 855-768-8845. That's 855-768-8845. Please schedule a consultation with us at www.askthelawyer.us. That's www.askthelawyer.us. This is Ask the Lawyer, International Edition. You have questions? We've got the answers.